This is not the first time DC has had to fight for our rights. To remind us of the context of this specific moment, please join me in welcoming Reverend Mark A. Thompson, historian and activist.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Free DC! Free DC! Free DC! Free DC! Give yourselves a round of applause for marching down here in the heat today. We want to congratulate the Free DC Project and Harris Greens and all of the people who organize this, organized labor, the Metropolitan Washington Council, AFL-CIO. In respect of protocol, I'm going to give a little of my time to someone very special here and who has a higher rank than I do. Speaking of the history in 1993, thousands of people just like you committed civil disobedience at the Capitol against taxation without representation. Thousands of us went to jail. We were the original Tea Party because we dumped tea on the Capitol steps against taxation without representation, just like they did in Boston. All of us went to jail, and it resulted in the first ever vote for DC statehood on the House floor. That was 1993. If the Democrats had all voted for it, we'd be the 51st state today, Gina Page. Back then, the movement in the street worked with the mayor up there in the suite. And that mayor at that time, we even went to jail with us. She is here today to stand with us. Please welcome, let's hear a few words from Mayor Sharon Pratt, the first black woman mayor of a major American city.
Thank you, Mark. Free DC. You know, my name is Sharon Pratt. I was born and reared in this city. And I actually thought, because I live in the capital of a we the people country, that I too was a citizen of the United States of America. But a few months ago, I found out that is not the case. I found out that there are those who have no respect for who we are in Washington, D.C., though we are the home of a we the people government. So how do we turn that around? I think we've got to remember how the heck we ever had a we the people government. Next year, we're going to celebrate on the 4th of July 250 years of this country. What are we celebrating? Are we celebrating the Constitution? No. Are we celebrating the inauguration of a president who happened to be the only one who was elected unanimously? No. We are celebrating the day that 56 individuals put their lives on the line and engaged in an act of treason against the Great Britain when they said, I'm not going to accept the abuse, the disrespect of a distant, insensitive king. I will put everything on the line and declare my independence. That is who we are. And we must remember that. Benjamin Franklin said we better hang together, because if we don't, we will certainly hang separately. The only way we will be free in D.C. is to continue this close ranks and demand that we are free. And it is well within our reach. So D.C.
Let's hear it for the Mayor, Sharon Pratt. Give her a warm round of applause. Just a few words about what brought us here. It was after that Declaration of Independence, which, by the way, if you read it, every word of it applies to what we're dealing with here in D.C. today. There was no democracy for the colonists. They had no rights to their own laws. They had no rights to their own budget. And so they staged a revolution against King George III. But then the first chance they got to build a nation's capital, they brought it here. And we have to have respect for those who stood before us. Not just the originators of the Free DC movement, but our enslaved ancestors who built this city, designed it and organized it for free. The original sin, the original crime. And then during the Civil Rights Movement, after Bloody Sunday, March of 1965, and the march from Selma to Montgomery, we were able to get the Voting Rights Act passed in August of 1965. When Lyndon Johnson held the signing ceremony at the White House, after that ceremony, the Reverend Walter Fauntleroy asked Dr. King to lead a march through D.C. for home rule. We weren't even talking about statehood yet. Just a march for home rule and an elected government. In 1965, Voting Rights Act for America, still no home rule for those of us in Washington, D.C. And then a year later, SNCC arrived here, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, in the person of Frank Smith, James Foreman, and others, and of course, Marion Barry, who would one day be mayor of Washington, D.C. We have to lift up the names of those who fought hard. Julius Hobson, Josephine Butler, Hilda Mason, and then even those who are contemporary now, Anise Jenkins of the Stand Up for Democracy Coalition. And just like we don't know, sadly, every name of every person on that Edmund Pettus Bridge with John Lewis, there are countless names, thousands in 1993 who went to jail every Thursday to stand up for democracy and to stand up for D.C. statehood. We didn't come this far to stop. We didn't come this far to give up. We have to keep on going. We can't turn back no matter what. We are on the cusp of our freedom. And believe it or not, no good Donald Trump has cast a spotlight on our plight by sending this military occupation into Washington, D.C. And so we want to let him know, wherever he is, because we know he's watching, Donald Trump, what you see today is exactly what you get. We are not giving up. We are going to continue this fight for statehood until the day our hands are full of victory in the 51st state of the Union. God bless you.